Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the Lost Temple map. We're playing as the green player out of the 4th position. I'm tasked with an interesting decision here. We'll get into the rest of the details of the video momentarily. We got a 5 over here. That's not bad. 2 and 3 in the middle. Black's got that 6 there that he'll probably end up choosing. I'm going to prioritize middle, I think. Here or here? Black's got a ton of control there. Or do I just go for the bonus? I think I go for the bonus, actually. So this map, I actually have a lot of qualms with this map. We're playing this as part of our Tier List Tuesday series on the channel. If you guys aren't familiar with Tier List Tuesday, it is the series on the channel where we play every single map in the game on the meta settings. Auto setup, 6-second turn timer, progressive cards, balance, split size, no rank restrictions, alliances, and portals are off. Fog and blizzards are on. We do have neutral AI for this series because the games typically take way too long if I include the bots. If you watched our recent Roman Empire Advanced game, that had bots and that took almost 2 hours. So we're trying not to take that long with these games. This map, I find that the bonuses are very, very important. You can see them all here. Caverns of Fate, a +4. Citadel of Doom, a +4. We've got Shores of Hell, a 6. And then Cursed Pond, 5. Haunted Keep and Dungeons of Morubai are both 7s, and Abandoned Barracks is an 8. You see that the red player is capped directly next to me here. That's just not wise, I don't think.
You sure about that?
I don't know why he capped here. He has no claim to the territories here. He sees me here. White hits my 2 for some reason. All right, white seems a little unhinged. I don't know why red did that. I don't know why red is capped here. I'm going to lose this 2 as well. We've got the 5 over here to operate with later. Black must have picked a pretty bad cap because I don't know why he wouldn't take this 6 here. Or he picked a 1-point hold cap, which there is a 1-point hold over this back area from Bone Hall here. Purple sacks some troops. I would love purple to roll this 4 away from my cap. I would feel much more compelled in rolling red right away here. We will start with 6 troops. So this will be a 13 on 6. If I can roll 1 group. Very frustrating cap spot for red because I went here with the intention of taking this bonus. And this is actually leads me to my next point here. I think there's a +8 on this board, right? Abandoned Barracks. If I didn't mention that as well, it's a +8. But, oh, no. Don't hit my 5. Don't hit my 5. I'm going to fist bump him. Maybe he'll let me leave it with it. 7 on 5 is not great. This had to have been a cap stack. I don't know why he wouldn't. It looks like blue wants to take the +8. All right, we'll get our guaranteed card here. Roll away from blue. And then I'm going to do 1 slew of slow rolls here. Maybe 2. Let's do 2. There we go. Glad I did 2. I'm going to leave this 6 there. We'll make this a 4. And we get a joker. So, I don't know why red capped here, but what I was going to say is that this map, it's 45 territories. We got 3 blizzards, knocks us down to 42. It is 3 larger than the classic map, but the difference with the classic map is that with the blizzards especially, there isn't like any one given territory that touches like more than 3 other territories. I think this one over here is maybe the only one. And so it's very choky. The bonuses are worth a lot. You can see like the minimum bonus is worth 4. I imagine that red has some degree of material. It's interesting that he'd play off of this right away. I actually would let my material get out of the way first. Probably hits my 2. Okay, that's actually good for us. Although I think he is going to sit up there. All right, because white was trying to get this out. Provided that blue doesn't roll a 7 on 4. Red does still start with 6, so if he's got a big stack, he might be able to come and take this back, which is going to be at least minorly frustrating. But the general gist that I'm getting at here is that the red player chose this cap spot directly next to my 6 because he saw a 1-point hold opportunity over this cap if he doesn't lose it. It seems like he may have just tried to roll purple's cap. which if you had that as a fallback opportunity, great. I should be able to get this 1-point hold over the bonus here and then also play off my 6 here. Now, the downside of this is that purple might, if purple did get his cap rolled, he might try to do like a 7-on-6 slow roll of my cap here. But basically, everybody feels like they're stepping on each other's toes, and spawn luck and early cap rolling and whether or not you keep the caps, all of that has a really interesting impact on the game where I just feel like there's, yeah, he did lose the cap. So red took purple's cap, and I wonder if purple's got the material to just take it right back. We'll see if people flag. But basically, the red player capped directly next to me here. I had a 7 cap here. It's not, okay, purple quit. So it's not like I capped on nothing. I capped on a 4 with a 2 next to it. So I have pretty good grounds over here. Now it looks like I'm going to be able to take this bonus, especially if blue does not roll me here. It looks like he's going to the right. So I can roll this 4 away from him again. Although I don't know that I want to do that yet. Blue's keeping a lot of troops off cap too. So I know black is here. I don't want to give that black stack the leeway to leave. So, and I have a buffer here, so I can put everything here. We got the buffer of the purple 4 there. So we can take our bonus first. I'll just fortify right back. But my issues with this map, I actually think this is, and I'm not saying, I played this map a lot, which is unfortunate. I've had a few attempts prior to this just trying to get this video, where I've been the victim of some early cap rolls, and if it's not an early cap roll, it's frequently that somebody will get one of the good bonuses and just snowball really fast, and it's hard to break them if people aren't aware that that's happened, which, as previously mentioned, not a lot of territory connections. Everybody only starts with what, 7, well, it's 42. Yeah, so everybody starts with exactly 7 territories, so you don't have the ability to view too much of the board. Like, I had nothing up here in the top right, and nothing down here in this +6, or other than this territory in the +5. So it's a lot of feeling like you're stepping on each other's toes the entire time in the early game, to the point where whoever doesn't get stepped on kind of just wins. And I don't think that's a super healthy map to be playing on. It's fun for progressive world domination because typically people aren't going to be slamming big stacks and stuff that early, and you can kind of get your bearings and have a couple spots to hide in, especially like nobody really ends up capturing the +8, etc. So you've got some opportunity to play for different stuff. Whereas in capitals, just naturally you're going to have more troops each turn because of the 2 troops that you generate per capital, that it just becomes a little bit overwhelming very quickly. So I think our best play here, I think these caps are pretty reasonably well defended. It seems like white has 2 capitals as well. Probably took that red cap on the last turn, the one that he stole from purple. And so it's kind of me. It almost seems like it's me versus him. If he gets the pocket +4 up there, that's definitely dangerous. We're going to start with 11 troops here. So I'm going to go in here and try to clear much of this +6 if I can. We'll actually attack this too. I'm just going to try to take as much territory as possible right now. If somebody's capped on Demon Nursery, then we'll know that. If they're not, I've got this 4 as a little bit of a buffer over here. Maybe I'll add 1 troop here just for safety. I don't think the 10 cap is that much risk in the early game unless white has a really strong bonus. But I don't think black has a really strong bonus. I actually think we're about to lose this 4 here to the blue player, because blue is going to try to go for this bonus. I'll throw him another fist bump. All right, I'll get out of his way. Blue is not holding hardly anything on capital, so I shouldn't be super worried about them. Splits this. I don't think blue is very good, so I think that my 2 main threats here are going to be black. I mean, I still don't think red has a cap, so I think my threats are red. Sorry, not red. Black and white. Let's attack left. We'll open that stack back up. It actually has moved, which is promising because it means it hit white at some point. He's not going to like me hitting this, but I'm going to hit it anyway. He can't break me. It gets some troops off the board for him. Ah, okay. This is good to know that this is here. I could have attacked this out, but it's fine. I'll move it away from black. I want black to go backwards through here. If he comes forwards, it's fine. This is good to know. So this is actually, if I can win this, I will have an extended 2-point hold back here. With 3 capital, 2-point hold if I can knock black out of here. He hits this. So he opens himself up to me, but he can't hit my 7 cap right now. And he also can't get this bonus. If he comes off the 12, he won't be able to break. He doesn't actually break this. So if blue goes for his bonus up here, the black now realizes he can't get this bonus. If blue goes for this bonus over here, you know, he might retaliate on me hitting his 5. But if he goes for this bonus over here, leaves me alone there, there's the potential. Red's still getting 3. There's the potential here for me holding this +6, which is not good for black. I don't think he'll let me hold it more than a turn or 2. We also know that he's cleaned this little snake pocket out, and my cap here, my 7 cap, actually includes part of this bonus, which is good for me. So I think if I were black, I get that he wanted to go for the 2-point hold over this bonus over here. I probably would have gone still that middle cap spot that he had. And white seems very aggressive. He goes and clears out the... he just now clears out the purple player. So that was a card, 2 cards, a card or 2. Yeah, 2 cards for purple have been taken. And white started that turn with only 7, but we got to imagine he's getting pretty close to the +4 up there as well. I think red is on the fritz too. But very interesting. Blue still only getting 5. Blue very well might break me down in this bonus. I need to try. I'm eventually going to need to overwhelm. He puts all 5 over here. Interesting. I'm wondering if he goes up into white instead. I figured he would hit my 2 there. The +8's just a lot over here, man. I'm a bit concerned about black. I don't want to hit black's 4. So I think I loop this around up to here. We hit into this +7. I doubt white is letting black sit behind him here. Get 18 troops. 25 on 16 is not going to win. Get 15 here. Let's go 4 here. Getting this out of black's way. I imagine he hits me now. But that is okay. We're still going to get more than him for much of this game. And I'm absolutely not going to let him hold. I actually could card block him. I didn't even notice that I could card block this player, and I could do it pretty early. If he does not take this whole bonus, I'm going to try to card block him. He's going to try to take this too, isn't he? No. Actually pulls extra troops out. I don't think he wants to be card blocked. But I think it's in my best interest to do that to him. It's very early for it, but I don't think that's a problem. I have a joker and a regular set. We could force him to trade ahead of us if he doesn't have any material on other parts of the board. Red sets right now, which is intriguing. And black didn't add anything to cap there. So he rebreaks. He knows that I'm sitting in this bonus with him. It is in my best interest to card block this player now to try to take his cap and get the additional bonus. Seems like maybe white stretched himself a little too thin trying to kill purple, and red's now trying to make a move on that. That's possible as well. But, yeah, those are kind of my opinions on this map. I think we're seeing it play out relatively in real time, that it's just very easy for 1 or 2 players to kind of abuse the other players. White is holding that +4 up here. Double capital is what? No. White is holding... I think white actually lost the cap to red. I think he just got it. Yeah, he got it right back. Red took it. Red did successfully take that capital. White took it right back. So I think white had 12 territories in the +4. No, 15 territories in the +4? Does that make sense? No, it would be 12 because it's a +4. Yeah, 12 territories in the +4 I think is what white had. And then red took the second cap back because white would have had at least 11 troops with the +4 in both caps. Red is worth 1 card. I don't really want to take that right now. Although it's probably pretty cheap. And we are going to hopefully force black to set in early here. So we just don't open up his cap. We have a 1-point hold on him. I will slider. He's only getting 5 troops. And hopefully this gets him to set early. That's what my goal is. He won't be able to take the caps with the trade right now. And then I can just block him again. It does get him to set early. For 10. Is not going to be able to get very far either. So now we get to learn if he's got an additional position. That's also valuable information for me here. He puts all of it here. Okay. And loses only 6, unfortunately. But we did force him to trade early. He's only on 2. So we traded and we hit this back. Blue will hopefully put up enough of a fight on white. And if he pulls, he's going to pull that. Yeah, he pulls it back to cap, which is even worse for him, right? He probably needed to keep that external. I'm not sure he has any real good path forward here, unfortunately. Now, white is getting 12. This very well may be the last red card. I didn't want to set in before blue. I wanted to get the best trade if I could, which right now we're slated to. We have the Joker. We also have a regular set without the Joker. And white does not take red here. So if blue doesn't go left here, if he does go left, I'll let blue get the red card if he wants it. I think this might be the end of red right here. If blue goes up, it looks like he's going to come left. Or up, rather. Blue's been pretty prioritizing bonuses for much of this game. But if he does go up into white, that could be good. Take the red kill, get the extra card off of it. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to put 12 here. We're going to put the rest here. And I don't know how to put the rest there. +2. Tomb or Dragon Pit? I'll take Tomb just because it's out in the open. Might get in the way. 12. 8. I'm going to go 3 here. The rest on this capital. Yeah, I thought that might be an extra card. At this point, because the sets are what they are, there's no point in not taking that. So, just back up. And now we have black blocked. So black he pulled the 11 back into a 16 cap. He's got 32 on this cap or so. About 32. White is still getting 12. I got how much? I also got 12. I just hope white is occupied enough with blue. Wondering if white's going to try to get the Haunted Keep here. Or no, he took the +7. Okay. I'm all right with that. That's fine. I don't want to disrupt him. But now we're a good card ahead. We blocked black for a turn here. It's very early for a block, but I think that was the right choice. Oh, I wonder if blue rolls this. Basically, signs his own death warrant if he rolls that. He also keeps splitting. Blue feels like maybe a true random player. We're playing with regular balanced splits, which has those standard breakpoints you'd see. But the fact that he's splitting all of his material here, I have to imagine this is actually a death sentence for blue, I think, because white is going to get extra troops on this turn, and he's going to hit either the 8 or whatever blue is holding on the right-hand side there. Now, I know black doesn't have a trade-in, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep pretty much all of these troops off cap over here on the left-hand side, because I know he does not have a set. Now, I have to use the Joker, unfortunately. But I think this is going to be the right choice for me. White gets 20. He sets in. Wondering if this is the death of the blue player here. There's a lot of troops over here for blue, though. It's not like he doesn't have anything. He hasn't gotten hit much. I did hit his 5, but other than that. So the question is, can I remove black from the board? I was almost hoping black would just flag. He might be waiting for blue to die before he flags. And white sets early to then play very reserved there. Black's trying to get people to rally to help him, but I'm not getting enough. The benefit that I have here is I'm not getting enough troops to really scare my opponents into coming and addressing me. I'm only getting 12. White's getting the same amount. Or actually, white got 20 there because blue didn't break him. I don't have this bonus anyway, so I don't mind blue hitting me there. And actually, I can just hit this back. Trade the +2 on Dragon Pit. I'm just going to put a couple troops on this capital here. Make this a 40. And we get the Joker right back, which is delightful. I don't move forward at all. Black does look like he's going to try to make a play. Maybe. Does he fortify off here? He might think I don't have a set on 3, so he fortifies off. No, he just sets this stuff here. But that means those troops aren't on cap. He's got about 40 on cap right now. I just got to keep white at bay. That's my biggest concern here. And blue has a trade. So I managed to card block this player way, way earlier than I should have. Red cap directly next to me. Now, mind you, red's capping next to me may have been a smarter choice if I only had like a 4 cap here, or I wasn't in one of the bottom 3 positions where you get extra troops to start. That definitely helped me here. I took the risk to roll the second grouping of 3. We lost the first one. We won the second one. Ended up getting a 10 on 3 roll. That was much more beneficial for us than what we initially had there. So we have no opportunity to kill blue here, but maybe white gets caught off cap and then blue retaliates. White is hitting him a fair bit, but does not get whatever he had attacking there. He did not pull off cap, or he did not get back to cap there, I don't think, with the fortify at the end. So I've been nice to blue here. I had a trade the last turn. Blue basically loses if he aggresses me or white. He just hasn't had enough leg to stand on at this point. Black is pleading with his opponents to come help him. Don't think he's going to get lucky enough for that to happen. Too much emoting from this player. Admittedly, you put yourself in a bad position, man. You could have had that middle capital. Definitely not going to get card blocked on Drill Hall here. And blue continues to trade with us, which is nice. He does not take on white, so he's eventually... I hope he's got the troops on cap, because he's eventually going to get hit here. But we're going to get this up to a 50. Get the 45 over here. Put this here. I kind of forgot that black had pulled some troops off cap here. Although, the problem for black here is that if he actually wins a card in this spot, he likely dies. So he's going to try to slow roll this. I hope he wins here, because I'm just going to trade in and roll his cap. Oh, he wins with flying colors. Little does he know. I know that he doesn't have that many troops on capital. No more than 40 here. Trying to hit me as much as he can, but don't think it's going to be successful for you, pal. So it's actually good that we got the extra troops there. We'll have the Joker now. We won't be on a trade after killing black. We will not set in immediately. But maybe we get lucky enough that blue sets in. I don't think so, but I get an extra 11. So we'll have 61 here plus the 35 trade. Yeah, there's no way we lose that cap roll. I'm going to knock on wood, but I don't anticipate we lose that at all. Now, there's the one downside. Actually, no, there's no downside. The only way that black is if white's holding black back here in Hellhounds or Priests, which would be very smart by the white player. But we know he's got both the +4 and the +7. We know that blue has rolled much of this material in here. white creams through a bunch of blue there, too. I'm a little concerned here. He hasn't taken the capital, though. He doesn't hit me. He fortifies in front of blue, too. I hope blue's got enough troops on cap, man. I really, really do. Because if blue feeds 4 cards to white, this might be over. This black player needs to stop emoting, bro. You're cooked. You are absolutely cooked. Blue goes left. I wonder if he hits more of this. Nope. That should go back to cap, though, if he's smart, which I'm not sure it will. And we'll take the trade in here. Let's see. Come on, give me even dice. Pretty close. And he had a joker. Very glad I eliminated this player just now. Blue does go back to cap when we got double 40 caps over here. So even if white manages to eliminate blue right now, I think we might be okay. I have a joker trade. Sorry, black player. You were a very easy target. I hate to break it to you. That is the big issue with this map is these guys are very, very easy targets. Now, the question is, I know white is capped on ready room. How easy of a card block do I get here? I'm on 5 cards. I don't know how big blue's capital is, but he doesn't... Black doesn't... Or white doesn't actually break me here. Blue actually trades. That was smart. I think he breaks me, though. Because my caps are as far back as they are, no, he doesn't break me. He hits up into white. I mean, I would love to give blue second place if I can, but I don't know that I even have a guaranteed win right now, so I don't really want to do that. I'm going to split. Was that? That was actually great troop placement there. 45, so let's go, what, 22 and 23. We'll go 23 here. Actually, let me go 20 here. I'll pull the 10 up, and then those should be even. I don't want to stack on blue. So I got 270 caps now. 2-point holding, double bonus back here. Absolutely insane position. Strong, actually, not stronger than... No, you know what? It's actually even to what white is holding up here. I did just get 26 because I held this. But the triple cap, because I have 3 caps, a 4 and a 5, he's got 2 caps, a 4 and a 7. Although his are probably worth a couple extra troops. That should be good for me. I'm just trying to keep a really strong external stack here. Blue might break me. I'm not super concerned about that. I need to make sure I keep the trade, the joker, as long as I can here. I don't know what blue's going to do. I'm trying to show blue that I trust him, but I'm not sure. He's just trying to take cards and live at this point. And I'm trying not to cause him any trouble or be super threatening to him. Realistically, the ideal scenario here is trade with blue and leverage that I'm getting 21 more troops than him. 22 on this turn if I don't get broken. And try to get a block off onto white. And it looks like blue is trying to block this guy, but he's on 5. Comes off with 26. That's going to get whacked. I'm going to back up. I want to see if white hits this 26. And I don't want to be the reason that he's blocked right now when he's on 5 cards. So that's why I back up here. He takes this card normally, or we just block him on the next turn. See what blue's trying to do, though. I don't know why you hit up here. I'm not sure what the goal was there. Maybe because he wanted to fortify in another spot. I would just leave the troops there then. This is a lot of blue's troops, though. I could bite the bullet and hit this. Force him to come off cap and get frustrated with me. Maybe that's the idea. This is too many troops to have off cap. But also, if blue is blocking, which I'm not sure he is, get to 5 cards. Maybe that's the right play here. I mean, at the end of the day, I got 295 caps. Those should be pretty secure. Which one do you think? Probably this one. White seemed like he wanted a path up top first. Now, does this either force an early trade-in? Does blue have a proper block on the other side? Because it seems like blue knows what he's doing. At least now. Earlier, I thought maybe blue didn't know what he's doing, but this feels like an active attempt at trying to block. He did it on 5 cards, which I think is a little early, but I think it's sound. But this is kind of what I meant. Like, me and white snowball, it's a matter of time before the blue player gets eliminated here. It's like blue is basically playing for second or third, trying to get second to work with one of us. It seems that he's chosen me because other than hitting his 5 earlier, I've been pretty good to him. Haven't smoked too much of his material. Now, the problem is I'm going to have to hit this spot here on this next turn. White did not get a card. Okay. And blue sets now for 55. Interesting. I mean, I will continue assisting with the block. I'm on 5 now, so I actually get a better trade-off of this as well. I don't want to get overzealous, but working with the player who doesn't have the bonus against the player who does is not a bad idea. This is how much? 87. I want this to be like a 50 stack. So let's do a clean 32 across both of these. Had 52 troops off cap right there. He was waiting for me to hit that spot. What he wasn't prepared for was me to fortify cap troops off so that he couldn't get cards there. Now, it does seem like blue gave him cards on the other side. But that's 52 troops that I just hit. And blue saw me lose however many I just lost. So that's promising at least. Now, the question is, can I bait white off cap now to go eliminate blue? I don't know. Because I don't know where the other cap is over here, right? We know that one's ready room, but I don't know where they are beyond that. It seems that blue has opened him up. So I may as well, unless blue sits here with the 52, which I don't think he's going to do. He's going to sit there with some amount, though. I need to make sure with whatever amount I sit here with is bigger than his, which right now it should be. I'm going to replenish that amount over there. 97. The goal here is to force him into the blue stack. See that blue stack is worth less and hit blue instead of me. I don't know which one he's going to hit. He might hit the 47. He's not going to be able to take my caps. So, wow, he opts to hit me. Okay. That's kind of a mistake. Come check the other one, bud. I've been generating these troops every turn, buddy. I don't know why you didn't. You had the opportunity to hit blue there, and he didn't take it. I'm going to take all of this ground back, though, because I don't want this player to have extra cards. He's still open to blue here, so I'm gonna hit him to drill hall, hopefully. I hit him to drill hall in the hopes that he does still go through blue on this next turn. Obviously, if blue's on Patches of Heroes, then I'll go up a little bit further. But we want him to hit blue. It's interesting that he saw how many troops I put there, and his instant reaction was not... give this 100. His instant reaction wasn't hit the smaller stack. It was go for the stronger player, which I think is it's certainly an interesting response. Because you should know, he should be able to pay attention to how many troops I'm beginning each turn. I hope he hit blue stack here. I guess we'll find out. Because blue hasn't wanted to break me at all. The benefit to that, though, is that, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, he hit me, but he also lost 36 troops and then more along the way. Lost 5 on a 3, 3 on a 1, etc. 2 on a 1. Like, there were losses along the way. Now, blue trades here. The issue here is that the more white hits me, the more blue is able to level the playing field. He is, again, still getting a significantly smaller amount of troops per turn. I'm getting 60 more troops than him over the course of 3 turns, which is certainly not nothing because I'm also still getting the trade-ins. I'm not blocked, at least right now I'm not. Do I have a trade-in without the Joker? I do, so we persist with that another turn. Just got to make sure blue doesn't turn on us. I would like to work with blue here, but he's not properly setting this block. I wish he would just take cards off of me. But that's okay. All right, let me get these both up to 129, and then we'll see. I'm just going to keep them even split, so 24 each. Now that we've been able to replenish our other position. And that should work. Let's see if we manage to get white to skip a card here. He trades. But I wonder if he realizes the writing is on the wall as far as me. And he goes into blue here. It just takes his one card, though. I presumably hit an off-stack cap. Or off-cap stack of blues. I've been good to blue. I don't want to turn on blue. I don't inherently think blue and I are like allies with each other or anything. The game would go much faster if I took blue out because I'd just be able to set the natural block on white here. The problem is the block on blue is so easy too. And this allows blue to level the playing field. I don't see this as blue breaking. I see this as blue taking a card and not opening up the cap, which is, you know, what you'd anticipate. But it also does slow me down. So, got to keep that in mind. Now, white did get a card on that last turn. I'm going to continue stacking on this spot. I know my caps are safe. Blue's not open to them off of his own capital, which I believe is on Captain's Quarter here. Did white get a card there? He did. I'm wondering if blue's forcing him to open up his capital. I don't have a set without the Joker yet. I gotta be careful, but I have this huge stack here. He's fortifying over in front of white right now. Whatever amount he had there on the last turn was not enough. I don't know why he wouldn't just use this stack, but I promise you guys, I could win this game. I don't want to be a bad ally. I don't want to be a D-bag. A dirty boy. I think the 151s are still fine over here. I'm just going to add my every turn generation here and then my trade-ins over here. That's how I'll do this. We have a set without the Joker again. But this is what I mean. Card blocking is easy. The snowball is pretty easy. It's just whether or not you're lucky enough to get the snowball, which a lot of the games that I've played on this map in the past, I have not been lucky enough. We're playing the awkward 3-player endgame. He lets white get another card. Right? I think he was at 3 before. I thought he was at 2 before that, so... I think he might be... Either he's not adding enough over here, or he's going to let white open up his capital. I'm not sure which. Let's see how many attacks we get from him here. It doesn't look like he's attacking off this position. Huh. He stopped. And that's it. He's fortifying towards me. Only gets 1 over there. I don't like that he's considering that, because I will absolutely turn on him if he tries turning on me. It almost seems like he accidentally left a bunch of troops in front of white, and white's going to hit those. White doesn't even... No, white just skips? What? Trades and skips. Huh. I don't want him to match me over here. I will hit this. I know it's much easier to gain leverage against him instead of white anyway. I don't want white to hit me. Don't want him to come hit the 97. I couldn't back them both up. That's the problem. Interesting. Let's see what blue does here. $300 troops on this cap. Don't think he's got an equal amount on another cap, but definitely something to be mindful of. Blue is a super easy card block. As long as white blocks there. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about this blue player, man. I'm a little nervous about this blue player. I'm trying to respect him. You just give give white another card? This game's never... If he's given white cards, man, this game is never going to end. I think I need to... I don't actually think blue thinks we're allies. I maybe have read this wrong, and we're dragging this game out too much. Like, what are we doing, man? Because he doesn't attack back here. I don't know what this guy's doing. I think he's just keeping troops off. I thought he was card blocking. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not doing this anymore. I'd rather enter a 1v1 with white. This is too much effort for me. And I don't want to keep you guys... I try to keep the game entertaining. I don't want... This isn't very entertaining, this style of play. I know I can beat white in a 1v1, especially with where his cap's positioned. I'd rather force the blue player out. I know he's weaker. If I need the card here, I can still take it. I want to force blue around here so that I can set the block up myself. I actually might even open up his cap to see what he does. Because if he tries to put stuff... Yeah, if he tries to put stuff in front of me, I'm just going to hit it. Like, that's the easiest way to get this guy off the board. We've blocked white a couple times. He's behind on cards. This doesn't faze me. What? What are you doing, brother? He really had that few troops on cap. He really had that few on cap. I wonder if white's other cap is on Bone Hall here. Now, white did give me pathing. If this 65 hits down, white gave me pathing back. I don't have to use the Joker if he doesn't trade here. He's only getting 3, right? Yeah. So he'll be on 4 cards. I can just eliminate him right now. I don't know. Blue played that horribly. He just kept pissing away his troops, apparently. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Oh, dude. Yeah, so these troops off cap, they weren't meant to block. This guy just doesn't know how to play capitals, I don't think. I think he just thinks this is true random or something. No, I will trade off this, so I don't need to leave anything else there. Got a bunch of extra cards for myself here. I assume he trades here, but I have a set on 3 with the Joker, so yeah, there's the trade. All right. That helps justify that I wasn't actually really turning on blue. Blue was never really working with me. He was just taking cards in each spot. And honestly, these are just extra cards this guy's giving me. So that works for me. Thank you for the extra cards. He's only on 2, right? Yeah, he's only on 2. He has this bonus right now, so... I need to make sure I don't give him anything free here. Because that'll be extra troops. Does he... Yeah, he's got the bonus. How's he only getting 21? Oh, do I have him? I must have him broken here. Yeah, I have him broken up there. That makes more sense. But slow burn for this position. Just to try to get as many. He might just pull off cap, but I don't know that I trust him. He quit. All right. I wasn't going to blow it. I don't even know where that other capital was. I never found out where that other cap was. But fortunately, we get to review the map. I'm glad I went for blue in hindsight. Now, it made this go faster. Black was probably the best ranked player in this game, just simply because he stuck around. That's usually a good tell. Expert on black, expert on purple, and purple quit. So, beginner on white and blue, and novice on red. Not super surprised by that. Now, I will show you guys the map here. So again, I mentioned 45 territories, 3 with the 3 blizzards, 42 total with the blizzards included. And you can see just anywhere the blizzards lie on this map really just chokes it up quite a bit. So we had the blizzard here, and that gave us that 1 point cap hold where red had capped, and red really foolish to do that. But every time I have played this map, I find that someone snowballs, 1 or 2 players snowball, and everybody feels like they're on top of each other. People lose caps turn 1 pretty much every game I play on this map. And because of that, I just don't really think it's a viable capitals map. I think it's really not fun because of that. The end game is a little bit better, a little bit redeeming, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to put this as the best of the F tier. I think this is an F tier map. You can feel free to disagree with me. It's just for progressive capitals, mind you. The other settings, well, I don't think it's great for fixed either, but progressive world domination I think is fine. Capitals, I really don't like this map. This is actually one of the first games that I've played, the one that you guys just watched, where I felt like I actually might have had fun on it, but it's so uncommon with the number of times that I've played this map that I just don't think it's very good. It's everything wrong with these snaky style maps, but it's not as big as a lot of the other snaky style maps. So like I have Himeji and way up here. That's kind of snaky, but it's a very large map comparatively. So you've got more room to grow. The bonuses aren't as high value mostly. And so it's a little bit more fun to play. This one's more in the realm of like a bad Maul of the Dead, where instead of having those offshoot pockets, it's just the little bonuses around webbed together. I don't like it very much. Feel free to agree, disagree, whatever you want down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this one. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. Like the video as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. But we're going to find Lost Temple in the F tier here. We're going to be starting the Lost Cities map pack with Atlantis next week. So stay tuned for that, everybody. It'll be fun. As always, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.